Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Let's get this stuff straightened out here. Interruption during my general. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please remember to take what resonates and don't manifest the rest. Oh yeah, we got some. This isn't a wish come true. Work. And it's still happening. Somebody wanted a brand new beginning and they didn't get it. Wow. Lots of reversals here. Is everything in reverse? No. No, it's not. So, somebody's wish was to shut you down. Eight of Pentacles to the World card in reverse. Okay. So, what? So, these people, whoever they are, Ten of Cups in reverse, they're not very nice. Wanted to shut you down, but it didn't work. Because I feel like the strength here was okay. So the strength could be your creativity, the rock star and the star. So somebody knows that you're destined for great things, and their wish was to stop that, which would have been the world upright or something coming to fruition, and that wish did not come true. Poor Tang. Leo energy. Most recent past. I am reading reversals for this reading, so just for the first round here. Look, somebody trying to manipulate. So this game player, whoever they are, tried to move your game piece instead of their own, and it brought them a tower. So, like I said, they're trying to manipulate your destiny, and they got a tower. Because this is somebody who's very reckless. With that's the Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's very careless. Like I said, tried to knock down your game piece with their game piece while you wasn't looking, or while you were busy doing something else. Ooh. Immediate future is the Two of Cups. So it's the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy, and the Sun. So this could be a whole institution of some kind, or a religious belief that backfired. Or somebody wanted to get married and that didn't happen. Take it how it resonates. Whatever this is, it's exposed. Whatever this Two of Cups is, it's like, okay, so somebody sees you, and somebody also sees them, trying to knock down your game piece, your Eight of Pentacles, whatever you've been working on. If you turned away for a second, trying to make you look bad, yeah, because they wanted to win. And they didn't want to have to make some kind of offer here. That's about to all come out in the open, Pisces. It's about time, because we tired of these people trying to knock down our game pieces in the background because they think they're in stealth mode. Don't you know I can see you? Now I got that Rod Stewart. That Rod Stewart song. I don't get my head. It came out in the general. It was if you want my body. I hate that song. I mean, I like Rod Stewart, but that's one of the few songs I hate. So the factors affecting the situation is that justice is being brought to a star, to an empress. And like I said, yeah. Ooh, that got dark really quick. So somebody wanted to swiftly end you. Oh, that reminds me of a title I saw. This is a high priestess in reverse. Somebody who practices lower spiritual vibrations. Could be a Pisces that is not in their best mind. But this is so whoever this person is, this is the manipulator here. They didn't get their wish. They don't want you to get your wish either, which could be a relationship. Two of Cups. So they put themselves in the middle of this, and like, okay. So for instance, let me give you an example to try to put this into some kind of perspective. Say that somebody's attracted to you and you're attracted to them, and you're single, you're both single, and then somebody comes along and says, well, you don't want them, they're this, they're that, or they don't want you because you're this, you're that, whatever the case may be, trying to secure a doubt in your mind that, yeah, maybe not. And maybe you fell for it, maybe you didn't. I don't know. It's a 10 of Cups in reverse. So don't listen to what everybody else has got to say. The proof's in the pudding. And if it's real, if it's true, it will come true. And then ain't nobody can do anything to stop that. Aquarius and Libra energy, along with Taurus and Gemini. Or Taurus and Gemini. Libra. So Libra, Taurus, and Aquarius here. Alright. Outside influence. So so they do everything in their power to keep you and somebody else apart. Maybe because they want them. I don't know. Ooh. 6 of Cups is the outside influence. It's the 7 of Pentacles, which is failure. Failure to communicate. I don't need your civil war. Okay, so they don't regret their interference in this, but it failed. Whatever this past person did, it failed. It failed miserably. But they don't regret their actions. I don't think they're even aware of their actions. I think they're heavily medicated, or there's some sort of consumption here that is clouded their judgment. Are they going to regret it? I mean, they're not sorry for the disappointment that they caused here. But your fortitude, your get up and go 9 of Wands, brought them a tower. They're dealing with that tower right now. Scorpio energy. They're dealing with it right now. You don't regret what you did? Well, good luck with that. Because I do feel like the fortitude of the people who are in the upright. The people who are in the upright. It can't be matched. See, somebody wants to offer you, if this isn't a relationship, it's a friendship, it's some sort of feel like it's a relationship. It's a Two of Cups. It's the Lovers. Could be a Gemini who sees you as the Nine of Wands. They want to offer you something, but be careful of how it's dressed. Could be wearing a false mask. So somebody wants to offer you something here, and I think you just want to move on to calmer waters, live your life. Yeah, justice is coming, no matter what. And whoever these people are, or this person, if it's one, whether it's one or two or three or four or five, because I did get the Five of Wands. There's more people here, and I feel like maybe they talk about you being delusional. Maybe saying you're cray-cray. Ain't nothing delusional about a Pisces intuition. They usually right on the money 9 times out of 10. And this person's got an intuition too, and that's why that's what they know what's happening, and that's why they want to stop it. My guess out of jealousy, I don't know, but it's a 10 of Cups in reverse. They definitely don't want you getting something that's going to make you happy. So what goes around comes around. You planted the seed, you're going to get back what you put out. A painful permanent ending. Alright? And I'm talking to anybody out there who is trying to interfere with somebody else's life, or especially their love life. It will backfire. 6 of Swords. So what failed here was that you moved on to calmer waters, and a fool's been exposed. You get some kind of brand new beginning, and I do feel like somebody's coming towards you despite anybody's best efforts to keep them away. I had somebody recently tell me that I was a little bit, because of the dreams that I have, and then you got the people. Okay, so you either got those people, or you got the ones that prey on the story. You know, like they try to manipulate you into doing things because they take that story one step further. I don't know why I just had to explain all that, but what is the Strength card about as the challenge here? You have to be strong, and you have to be very discerning right now, because there's a lot of things going on in the background. I mean, look, like one person owns all the media. One person. Illusions on tap. A lot of fake stuff going on. Be careful if you choose one of those illusory cups, because this is the one. This is the card I got today for overall energy. The Five of Wands. You have to be stronger than that, no matter how many people are involved. And I feel like there's a whole group involved here. There's a leader, and there's somebody trying to get paid off of your wishes coming true, or trying to interfere with that. Somebody's being paid to interfere, basically, and it's not working, so they're not getting the money. Because you got your guard up against this Seven of Cups. I feel like your boundaries are so strong right now that you ain't falling for no delulu here. And these people could have said that you was. They could have said that you were Delulu and that you wouldn't know what you was talking about. But you said what you said. Your story ain't changed. There's very good reason for that. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords. I just want to break, okay? I just want to tend to my garden while y'all hang in the back. See, pay close attention to that card. I identify with that card. Even though I wouldn't hurt a fly, I'm definitely got the Queen of Cups going on too. But damn. Get out of the way. Let something be that's meant to be. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and there ain't nothing anybody can do to get in the way of that. You can try, you can hold it up, you can make it a little less, comfortable for people to talk to each other or whatever the case may be. But you can't stop destiny. Period. The universe is taking over and everybody's realizing that. That's why they're going to end up with these towers. So, the truth and nothing but the truth will help you. And as long as you're speaking your truth, you got nothing to worry about. Okay? No matter how delulu it sounds, if it's your truth, and you've healed from any kind of heartbreak or any kind of fear, can't nobody rattle you either. Or they can just go to the back with the rest of them. Because you got a garden to attend to. I got a garden. I got tomatoes, 5 of them. I haven't picked them yet because they're not ripe, but I got a garden. I started a fire in the backyard yesterday, and I was looking at. I'm gonna put the video on Instagram or on here eventually, but it was kind of cool. And then we got the Knight of Swords on the Knight of Swords. Did we rush into something a little much too much? Did you rush judgment here a little too much? Yeah, I think you did. Didn't know what you was talking about. And it was all out of jealousy. 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Because you were getting yours. And somebody was upset about your truth. So they wanted to fight you for it. So they got careless with their words. And they probably started a whole muck mess in the background here. That's, like I said, saying you were delulu, that you were crazy, you didn't know what you're talking about. You stand by what you talk about, and you stand strong. And if, like I said, if it's the truth, it's the truth. It's the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You can't argue with that. Somebody regrets something here. Oh. Somebody regrets having to work because they want to be fair to you. They regret the work that they do. It could be an Emperor. There's the 2 of Cups, the Emperor, and the 6 of Pentacles. They have to be fair to you, and they don't want to be fair to you. Yeah, you're getting something you want, and somebody's really super stressed about that. Like I said, this seems like a whole bunch of people trying to involve themselves in your love life, and that's just none of their business. I mean, especially if you've only got, a really small circle, and you know exactly who this is. You know exactly who it is. Kind of sucks. So, the Hermit and the Empress. You could be a Hermit and an Empress. 9 of Cups, Hanged Man. You're looking at your wishes from a different perspective. and from within instead of outside yourself. That's the factor affecting the situation. Virgo, Taurus, Libra energy, Pisces energy. And I feel like it's like a hole up. You said what? You did what? Because like I said, whatever this person did in the most recent past was very careless, very reckless. They tried to knock over your game piece with their game piece. Maybe they want this person and it's a secret. That's why they're trying to make you look crazy. And she comes out again with the same card. Yep, like I said. So they want this offer. Whatever this offer is, it could be some kind of work or some kind of situation because they're in some kind of secret competition with you. Look, we got the Four of Pentacles. Want to hold on to this offer coming in because they in poverty mindset. Probably experiencing a little bit of it as well. That's because they're in the wrong. That's because they're in the wrong energy. That's because of what they did in the most recent past. It was reckless. They probably eventually going to face a tower. Five of Wands, and it was all over an offer of love. And somebody's jealousy that you were going to get something that they wanted. Five of Wands, Knight of Cups, Five of Swords. So they wanted to humiliate you and make you look bad so they could have it. Look. Greedy much? Greed only going to get you so far. So if you're one of those people who are doing this kind of negative stuff behind the scenes, know that there's a price to pay. And the universe don't play favorites. Just because you're a good person and everything, or you pretend to be a good person, doesn't mean that the universe don't see you throwing rocks and hiding hands. Because it does. Most certainly does. And this is somebody who wants to fight you for a Knight of Cups. And hang on to it. Because they want this offer. You simply don't care. I feel like with the I picked up the Knight of Swords. I picked up the second Knight of Swords somewhere. You done healed from this heartbreak. You want nothing to do with this Five of Wands and this Five of Swords. I no fight for love. Love will come to me. Because if you got to fight for it, then it ain't yours. I mean, love is just love. You either love or you don't. I mean, Queen of Swords ain't got no time for that. She cut all y'all out. The whole group. All y'all. And say, suck it. Call my Laura at 1-800. Suck it. Alright. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a player. Gonna face a permanent ending. They're gonna face a permanent, painful ending. I think you told somebody something that you shouldn't have probably told them. Could have been a friend. Could have been a frenemy. You told them something you shouldn't have told them. And whatever you told them, they took to the next level. And tried to knock over your game piece with their game piece. Like I said, whatever they played, they faffo. Whatever they around with, they're gonna find out the hard way. Because you're standing in your integrity. And as long as you're, like I said, as long as you're standing in your truth and your integrity, They can question you all they want. They can question you all they want. You're still going to have the same answer. Because truth doesn't change. It is the only thing that stands the test of time. And it has a lot of integrity. Like I said, there's something that's going to be healed here. Somebody could be coming in to apologize for the way that they acted. Whoever this person is, they're going to have to walk away from what I feel like they're in love with this same person, even though I feel like they could be already in another relationship. That's twisted. That's a twisted story, man. Really? What is the Nine of Wands? Like I said, you keep getting a Queen of Swords, so that tells me you just simply do not care. It's like, my truth is my truth, and you don't like it, kiss my ass. Chariot, Cancer energy. Mercury retrograde. Coming up, I think. Hopefully it's the last one for a while. Yeah. Past wants to come back. 3 of them. 3 past people want to come back. If you already said goodbye, you already said goodbye. And this is Pisces. You lose a Pisces, you don't get no second chances. Like I said, there's a lot of competition, a lot of fighting. And I can see it in my comments too, where people are like just negative Nancy's and just wanting to be negative for no good reason. I mean, they ain't even got an argument. You're blocked. This person, now this could be you and the other person that's supposed to come together in the immediate future. It's blocking out the crowd. And there's an apology coming, and it's like I apologize for their behavior, but this is the truth type energy. They're standing in their integrity. So I do feel like, yeah, look. Blocking out the demons. Because all these people are confused. Like I said, could be calling you Delulu, could be saying all kinds of stuff about you, or they were confused because of what these people said about you. When they have no idea what they're talking about, they're just obsessed. But that's being blocked because something, like I said, the universe sees everything, even the slightest rocks, hiding hands and throwing rocks. I'm gonna clarify this 5 swords and this 5 wands as the outside influence, because this is a whole group of people that are trying to interfere with 2 people's lives, and that's just not cool. People give me shit about my singing. Yeah. 3 swords. They all gonna be butthurt because it is the truth. Whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, it's the truth. It's the Ace of Swords. They're gonna be, like I said, they're gonna find out that everything you said and everything that you every situation that you were talking about was true. And you can't fight with the truth, because it's the truth. They might not like your truth, but that's a them problem. They're going to be heartbroken when they find out that it's true. There's a King of Cups here. could be the King of Cups. It's going to be heartbroken. Maybe this person put this other person up to it. They made their choices and basically made their bed, let them lie in it. Gemini, Cancer energy. Alright. Scorpio is usually the King of Cups, but there's an offer of love here. Somebody's very heartbroken and wants to make you an offer of love, and all these people want to fight you. Look, I can't even make it up. It's ridiculous. Somebody's attraction to you is disrupting some sort of collaboration. Some sort of, like, look, heartbroken. Because you're their perfect match. A super attractor for collaborations because of a healing that's been exposed. And the devil's been held up. The devil's been put in their own mind. Whoever this obsessed person was. This person is so obsessed with your life that they're not living their own. And it's keeping them stuck in their head. All of this is going to come out in the open. With that Sun card there and that Devil card there and the Eight of Swords trying to rip two people from coming together in possibly a living situation or a marriage. Or some trying to keep people from taking a leap of faith because they're lying about both of you. And stalking you to see if it worked. Page of Swords to the Empress. They gonna faffo. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Whatever they got hiding under their hat is about to come out in the open. And it all has to do with money. Juggling money. They've been blocked from it, left out in the cold. Whoever this person is, they're going to be left out in the cold. 555. It's all about to change. So, whoever you are out there doing this to, the people who are in the upright, and I'm not just going to say Pisces because I feel like there's another Pisces involved in this. Understand that the truth is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And be careful how you choose people in your life, because when they interfere with relationships that is none of their business, it's because they have an underlying issue. They want to hold on to something here. And it has to do with finances. But you're going to get what's fair, and that's the Ten of Cups. Queen of Pentacles to the Temperance card, balanced emotions. And that's how you can tell somebody's standing in their truth. Now if they're going up, then they're being dishonest. If their truth stands and they never change their story, and they're still emotionally balanced, that person is being 110% honest with you. If you can't hang with that, then that's on you. So somebody's about to experience a tower, like I said, because you're still emotionally balanced, and that's the truth. With it, that's the Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords, because whatever's hidden here behind the moon is coming towards you. And they're walking away from any judgment that's been passed on you. Because they're no longer confused. They're moving on. Somebody wanted to take away your integrity here. They wanted to end the Nine of Wands. They didn't want you stepping into your power here, but you're doing it anyway. Stepping into your power. The Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and justice for all. That's what wins the Two of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Back to the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot and the Lovers again. So this person knows that this maybe this person's rich. I don't know. And that's why they're trying to interfere with their illusions and their competition. In my opinion, you can't buy love. It's, you know, I've been there, done that. You know, I had it all, but I didn't have the love, so it wasn't worth it. To me, love is irreplaceable. It's voluntary, you know. It's not something you can buy. It's not something. 10 of Cups you can't buy. That's total wish fulfillment. That's total happiness. And no amount of money in the world can make that happen. You have to make that happen from within. Yeah, see, this is about money. This is definitely about money, and I see the Tower underneath that other card again. It's coming in. You're not, look, 9 of Pentacles, being single, ready to mingle, having your life together, or whatever the case may be, with sitting by the pool with cucumbers on your eyes. Somebody hates that. All these people, they hate that. And you got to let that go, because you've done the work. So things are fixing to change. And what they change into is a great fortune. Like I said, it's all about the money for these people. The Lovers again. How many times does the Lovers come out? 1, 2, 3, 4 times in this reading. Gemini energy. Somebody regrets the work they did on you here. Somebody regrets what they did. But it's day late and a dollar shy as far as I'm concerned. Do not trust these people's judgment. Do not trust their energy. Because, you know, they're trying to throw you under the bus because they want the same thing you're already destined for. And they can't take it. Because the universe will take it from them. They want that? Well, you can't hang on to something that don't belong to you. Engagement, partnership. Somebody likes you. Like I said, this could be a whole lot of somebodies that want to interfere with this. Welcoming love and meeting the one. There is the Two of Cups again. Stability, security, permanence and growth. And the Stalker. Yeah, like I said, you could have said something to somebody that maybe a friend or something that maybe you shouldn't have said. And now they're stalking you. They could have been hired to stalk you. I don't know. And watching you rise like the phoenix. All your haters are going to have to watch that, whether they like it or not. And no matter how much they interfere or try to interfere with destiny, destiny will always win. The universe will always win. Energy, the truth, integrity will always win. Even if it takes a while. So keep that in mind every time you maybe divulge too much information to somebody who secretly has it out for you, because they ain't your friend. They want to compete with you in some sort of way. And unfortunately, you can't trust everybody with everything that you say. So be careful out there, because they'll take it and twist it and turn it into something that it's not, when all you did was speak from your heart. Alright? Let's get a couple of these and a couple ISIS messages, because this has been a long reading. I apologize for the long reading, but apparently couldn't be helped. Like I said, somebody trying to sacrifice your destiny, hoping to make you sacrifice your destiny. But your third eye is alive and kicking. Your fulfillment of wishes is coming. So choose wisely about the Four of Wands. Again, who you marry, who you have a relationship, who you live with. Material and spiritual prosperity, positive movement forward, and being trapped in fear from passion. That's never going to work. Anybody who wants to sacrifice you or hopes to sacrifice you to fulfill their own wishes, like I said, and I just posted that on Instagram, original Anya's Tarot 444, that rise to the top without stepping on anybody. That's called integrity. It's called truth. Like I said, if your story never changes, then you're not a liar. Somebody else's story changes to suit their needs, yeah, you can tell who they are. Alright, we got divine sisterhood. Yeah. Alright, this says, letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you, and whom you can help too, as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. I said, just be careful what you tell them about your personal life, because some people don't know how to handle your truth. Just put it that way. So they'll turn it on you and make you sound like you're nuts. The knot of Isis. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have an important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. And there's the ox symbol. This one I'm going to read to you also, because I do believe this is part of this reading. Stay true and be in your power. You are a sovereign being, a sovereign divine being with spiritual authority and freedom within. You do not need permission from anyone to be who you are and live your life as you so choose. This is your divine birthright. Guard it as the precious treasure that it is, and remember that you are a divine being, free to be you. Free to be who you are. As long as you're in your integrity and your truth, and you're not stomping on other people for that integrity. With integrity and truth, you got no reason to stomp on other people. But they definitely trying to stomp your light out, Pisces. So be very aware. Like I said, not all Pisces are created equal. Some just want what you got. That's the lower vibrational expression. That's the dark. That's the shadow of Pisces. So, understand. They are trying to interfere with the relationship that they got no business interfering with. Alright? I love you, my baby sharks. even the dark ones. Please remember, press the like button, subscribe, and share. And I'll probably have a live stream tomorrow, not today, this Saturday. I'm not sure what time yet. Keep an eye out on the community tab, and I should have a link there and a time there for when I go live. And we'll discuss all this. All right? See you later. Bye for now.